Hi guys, here we are on Solaris, the Riviera 445 2025 model. These boats come out, when they come out, they only have a one shore power lead, which is plugged in, the 15 amp lead. That's the usual one that comes out. What we've done, we've actually added in a power box, which will give us more power into the boat. So we've added in a 32 amp, which runs across and runs straight over to our power pedestal, which we can plug in and screw in. When it comes in, this is all going to be hooked up and you won't need to change it at all. We're actually going to have shore power 1 and shore power 2 leads, which will be plugged in. The only difference you'll find on this, you'll find another breaker. If need be, you can actually just check those if you can't get power into the boat, but those breakers will obviously, if they've tripped, they won't let any power in. If you were just going to run a standard 15 amp, if you're a place where you didn't have a 32 amp plug, the same lead which we used before could be used. That would be plugged into shore power 1. You would pull this plug out, plug that one in and straight into our pedestal, and there we have it. We're just going to head to the helm and show you what you need to do up there. Hey guys, we've come back and we're actually up at the helm now where the main AC board is. We've actually got 3 options of power we can have on the boat. The first one which we have plugged in is our 32 amp. Which is going to have a shore power 1 and a shore power 2 light on. Our parallel will be off, both bars which we slide up and down will be down, and both of those will be on. That'll give us power there and power there. The other option we have, if we're going back to our 15 amp lead. Now the 15 amp lead is a little bit different because when we plug into 15, we've only got one shore power on, we won't have that. That'll actually no light on there at all. So we'll actually have our parallel on and also our ship's power off and our shore power on, shore power 1 on, shore power 2 off. That now runs the whole board. It comes down, splits and runs straight into there. Our third option we have is when we start our genset. Now our genset's going to run our boat when we're away from the dock. So once we have that started, what it's actually going to do, it's going to show us a little bit of power here. It'll come up as ship's power. What we'll do, we'll turn our shore power off, we'll slide it up and we'll turn that one on. We do need our parallel on because we won't have any external power coming into the boat. It'll all be from our ship's power. The last thing we need to check is our C zone. Now this is located down at the back near the galley in the back corner. This will control all of our DC on the boat. So all the AC is done from that main power board we're just at, but all the DC is done through here. If we look in here, we're actually at the moment in modes. We can see we're in entertaining. If we go up to the little hamburger to the top, we come down to monitoring. We can see shore power 1, shore power 2, and we know how much power is being drawn at each one. We can only go up to 15 amp each of those. Running the generator, not a big deal, but when you're plugged into a shore power, you really need to keep those powers under 15 amp. Happy boating.